Hello and welcome. I'm Catherine Mayfair, and in this video I'll be helping you put together Swing Your Cares Away workshop. In this section of the video we'll be working on the swing seat. To assemble your swing seat you'll need to find something to use that is square to set the base. I'm using a set square ruler to align the seat pieces. Starting with the 4 box pieces that make the inner base. You'll see that they have small lines etched down them. This is to represent weatherboards. Can be emphasised more with a stylus and ruler. Make sure these detailing marks are all facing out on your pieces. Start with one long and one short length. Using the wood glue, run a line of glue to one end of the shorter board, then butt it up against the inside facing of the long board, pushing it into the corner of the set square. When this is thoroughly dry, repeat for the second side. Lightly sand the edges before centering it onto the baseboard and gluing in place. There will be a small overhang all the way around the seat, extending past the seat frame. I'm using a pair of rulers to make sure they align evenly. The next step is to add the top seat. The slot in the seat is where the chair back will sit. Glue the top seat into place using the rulers to align the positioning. Before we can assemble the seat back, we need to lightly sand all the slats in the back of the seat. To assemble the seat back, add a small amount of glue all over the outer frame. Positioning onto the slatted back, making sure the edges of the seat align neatly. Hold in place with pegs until dry. Smear a small amount of glue all over the small top frame, making sure that the line details are facing out, and position onto the back seat, aligning the edges of the seat neatly. Hold it in place with pegs until it dries. When the seat back is thoroughly dry, lightly sand all the edges using an emery board or fine sandpaper. If you notice any gaps, now's the time to fill it with some spackle or wood putty. Let it dry and then sand again. The top and bottom panels of the seat will need holes in each corner to be able to thread the cording for the swing through. This can be done with an awl or a fine drill bit. Position the backrest evenly on the seat using the pre-cut out slot as a guide. Glue the backrest onto the seat base. To achieve the correct angle of the backrest, position a ruler against the base of the lower seat and gently push the backrest to meet the ruler. Prop the backrest against something to hold the angle while it dries. Lightly sanded the seat and frame and added 2 light coats of white acrylic paint, sanding lightly between coats for a smooth finish. Now I'm ready to add an age patina to the swing and frame using a light overwash of Dove Grey paint. Squeeze a small amount of paint onto a non-porous surface, slightly diluting the paint with water. Dip the brush into the paint, wiping the excess off on an old cloth. Drag the brush across the seat, leaving a lightly streaky finish. The paint should highlight the detail lines on the seat back and lower seat. To complete the look, I've wiped silver paint around the outer edge of the seat using a fine brush. To add some more detail into the engraved lines in the seat, I'm using the fine brush with the silver paint in these as well. The frame is done in the same way. Light wash of Dove Grey and then detailed with the silver paint. You'll also need to paint the two swing arms the same way, base white, overwash with grey Dove and then the silver trim. You're ready now to move on to the next video.